Alright, today I'm going to be showing y'all how to make nice looking vehicles on Off-Road Outlaws. Let's see, let's just go ahead, make this OEM stock. We're going to keep the nice cream color, but let's see. First we want to go ahead, make it tinted. Pick a color. I prefer usually black or dark red, sometimes navy in my trucks, yeah. Let's go with that same cream color I had though. I like to keep it that color. Then you want to go ahead and pick yourself out a lift kit. I prefer I-beam type because I can get a lot of height out of it and it's real. Like you can use the Solid Axle Pro, but don't go too taller. It'll look unrealistic unless you're making like a semi build. But I prefer trophy type. I think it looks the best, the most realistic. Go ahead and max out the front. Then set your shocks at like 2.2. I think the most realistic shocks look like, set them to 2, the blue ones. Do that on the rear, even though we have the back stock, so we have leaf springs and all that. Set them at 2.2 again. Upper mount, yes. Then you want to max out the stiffness, take travel all the way down. Make sure, like, I'd add the wheel radius at 1.1. I think that looks best. Max out your rim size if you like big wheels. But let's go with a Bubba build. This time a Bubba build's just like a grandpa truck, big tires. And I usually set it at 1.0 for that. Then you want to add the wheel radius, the wheel width I'd add it to 1.3. Then you want to make, a lot of people go like as wide as they can and go way too wide with tires, but wait till you get the exact tires you're going to run on there, and then I choose the exact width. For now, we'll just set it here like 0.5. In the back we'll go, yeah, 0.4. That looks about the same. Then let's go with, since we're gonna have a Bubba build, let's go with graps, because graps look great. Yeah, let's do it like that. Then you can pick chrome. I call this perfect chrome. You leave the top and you take the bottom, go all the way right with it, so it's the most shiny, best looking chrome you can have. But I prefer, let's go with metallic and go up some. You can go black too, like black looks good with metallic, but I wouldn't do it with chrome. But let's go to where it looks almost like a white, right there. It's not chrome, it's more like brushed, but yeah. Then let's go ahead, let's go 2.2. Let's go with a big Bubba truck, and let's go with 1.5. It's a little wide, but it looks good. We'll raise the back some so it's not rubbing like crazy. Set the back at, now let's go down with the wheel radius, so there. Yeah, you may change your mind a lot like I do, so it's not as much, or so you find your perfect look you're going for. But yeah, now that looks way too wide and you don't want that, so let's take that back to 1.3. And that looks good, and we can squat it some now. We can squat it like that, and that looks good. But yeah, that's width. And then axle colors, I think we're going to go with, let's go with, yeah, like a reddish pink. Let's go with white control arms. In the truck color, let's go with let's see. Gotta find your perfect color. If you're like me, you go through a lot of different ones looking for the right one. Let's go with, I think, nah, that doesn't match well. Let's go with a brown. Yeah, there we go. And to make it most real, you want to go with like decals like I'm doing. And then I have my Vortex Max badges. Do what the color you think looks best. I'm matching mine with my lift kit. You can put like Z71, just do the Z red. Just do the Z on each side. Then go to like, just choose another custom text and do Z71. Well, I can't speak, I'm sorry. Just do 71 and then put it together to get the nice Z71 font. You can go back and do Chevrolet Silverado badges. I like to use this to do all my badges. I think it comes out best. That's why I did all these with. Y'all can get a nice look at them. And yeah, you can go into cosmetic stuff. And you gotta get your dual exhaust. Dual exhaust looks the best, so let's go right there. Then let's get our LEDs and a toolbox to finish it off. For the top, let's see. We can go with a roof rack, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna go a little lighter with the color. Let's go a little more gray. And there we go. That looks more like a tannish brown. And yeah, you can add a roof rack, but I wouldn't add like anything too much. We can add fender flares. Never go with real big ones. It doesn't look good the way it comes around the bumper. And you can go with like your running boards. I prefer it without unless I'm making a hunting truck. You don't want to go a whole lot of extra and look like you have too much on your truck. If you want like a CB antenna, go to flags and go all the way right. It hits, and there's an antenna button. You can choose the color, how long you want the antenna, where you want it, if you want lights on it. But yeah, that's the basics to making a truck. And these are some of my other builds. If you want to know how, and like make sure you pay attention to small details, like how I did the little inserts across the middle of the grill. I did tow hooks. I did chrome on the mirrors. For my F350 dually, I did trim, like you just use the shape circles and you make them the exact size you need and you get it where you need it. Just fit in like around the fender. And then you can use stripes to make this perfect. But yeah, that's the basics. And if y'all want to know anything else or how I do anything else, just comment below. This is my favorite build. I just matched the like the Z71 with my lift kit. And same with my Vortex Max badges. Then I just have my Chevrolet Silverado. I have my perfect chrome on some all-terrains. I did the bead, the perfect chrome too, as y'all can see. I made sure it's not too big. It's set at 1.0 and 1.4 width, where it's not too wide. It's like 26 by 14 wides in real life. I have the whip antenna. I have the roof rack. I got my tent. And yeah. Here's just a few of my builds for y'all to see. Just whatever truck you base it off of, just try to do it realistic and add badges like that and make your truck go up a whole lot in the way it looks. Here's my little golf cart. Kind of pimped that thing out. One of my newest builds is my GMC. And I did the badges. I did as much lift as I needed to clear the wheels so they didn't rub. And this, it's alright if it rubs in the bed because not many people will be looking at that. But it looks like you're tucking. And that looks really good in my opinion on certain trucks. But yeah, barely any of my builds have it where it's like rubbing the fender any, because you don't want to put really huge tires and then try to squat it where it'll rub really bad. Like, let's see. Like, see how this, like, rubs a little? That's okay, but you don't want to make the tires huge where it's going to rub like crazy. Let's take this GMC, for example. Let's go here and see stiffness is at 500. You'll see builds, it'll be like this, or they'll even be like that, where it just rubs inside of the tire, and you don't want that because that'll take down the look of your build. And badges will put it up because a lot of people don't know how to make them when you just go to decals and do it. But that'll make your build look more realistic and stand out more, especially how I did this. I did my little decals for Stunna for Royalty, which is my Facebook group, my club. And yeah, I'll see y'all later.